In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on July 5th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Rays versus Minnesota Twins. Two American League teams are set to clash in the Twin Cities on Saturday afternoon as they continue their series, with both clubs looking to build some momentum. The Tampa Bay Rays and Minnesota Twins are facing off in the second contest of a 3-game set. This marks their second series of the season. The Rays previously won 2 out of 3 games when they hosted the Twins back in late May. Looking at the standings, the teams are on completely different paths as the All-Star break approaches. Tampa Bay is in a strong position in the competitive American League East, while Minnesota is slipping down the American League Central standings. For the Rays, Taj Bradley gets the start. He hasn't been their most dominant pitcher this season, but he has been notably more effective on the road, holding a 3.95 earned run average in his 8 road starts compared to a much higher 5.55 earned run average at home. Meanwhile, the Twins are in a tough spot with their pitching, as they are still figuring out who will start and might have to rely on a bullpen day. That's a risky strategy, considering their relief corps has been among the worst in the American League. Adding to Minnesota's challenge, the Rays' offense is one of the most productive on the road, boasting a .256 team batting average, which ranks as the 3rd best for any American League team away from their home park. History also favors Tampa Bay, which has a 6-4 record in its last 10 games against the Twins. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. Although their series in May trended toward lower scores, with the under hitting in 2 of the 3 games, there are plenty of reasons to expect more offense this time around. The Rays have Taj Bradley on the mound, and while he's capable of pitching deep into games, consistency has been an issue. He has been quite hittable recently, giving up at least 5 runs in 3 of his last 5 starts, which suggests the Twins should have opportunities to score. On the other side of the field, Minnesota's pitching situation is uncertain, as they haven't settled on a starter. This forces them to lean on a bullpen that has struggled all season, allowing opposing hitters to bat .258 against them. As mentioned before, the Rays are a formidable hitting team on the road, and that combination of a strong offense against a weak bullpen is a recipe for runs. Both teams have also been scoring lately. Tampa Bay has put up 4 or more runs in 5 of its last 7 games, while the Twins have managed to score at least 4 runs in 5 of their last 7 games 10 contests, showing they can contribute to the total as well. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Chicago Cubs. On Saturday afternoon, the St. Louis Cardinals and Chicago Cubs will meet for the middle game of their 3-game National League Central Series at the historic Wrigley Field. While the Cubs are looking to defend their home field, the Cardinals feel they have an advantage on the mound and aim to control the contest. The St. Louis lineup, including key hitters like Ivan Herrera and Wilson Contreras, is set up to consistently challenge Cubs starter Drew Pomeranz and get runners on base. The Cardinals will counter with Matthew Liberatore, who has been a reliable arm for them. They're counting on him to shut down the Chicago lineup for multiple innings and hand a solid lead to the bullpen. Although the Cubs are a tough opponent, their effectiveness against left-handed pitchers has dropped off recently. With the lefty Liberatore in excellent form, the Cardinals have a good opportunity. Facing the same team in such a short span is never simple, but Liberatore appears ready to guide the Cardinals out of their recent slump. As our first pick for this matchup, the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have proven they can come through in the clutch this season. The Cardinals have been solid with runners in scoring position, ranking 12th in baseball with a .742 team OPS in those key moments. The Cubs have been even better, boasting the second highest team OPS in those situations at .831, making their offense a major threat. Recent performance also suggests that runs will be scored today. The Cardinals have averaged 3.5 5.17 runs over their last 6 games, while the Cubs have been on a tear, scoring an average of 5.67 runs during their last 6 outings. This offensive firepower is no surprise when looking at their recent history, as the total has gone over in 7 of their last 10 matchups. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Angels versus Toronto Blue Jays. On Saturday afternoon, a 3-game weekend series between American League opponents continues north of the border as the Los Angeles Angels visit the Toronto Blue Jays. While the Angels' starting pitcher, Kochanowicz, has struggled this season with a 5.44 earned run average and a 1.56 WHIP, the Blue Jays are sending a veteran to the mound in Max Scherzer. At 40 years old, Scherzer may not be the dominant force he once was, but Toronto's red-hot offense has more than enough firepower to cover for any pitching shortcomings. Kochanowicz's recent performances have been particularly concerning, as he's surrendered 18 runs and 31 hits in his last 25.2 innings. His struggles are even more pronounced on the road, where he holds a 5.56 earned run average and allows opposing hitters a .271 batting average. Toronto is simply playing too well to bet against right now. Even with Scherzer not at his peak, the Blue Jays lineup provides strong run support, and their defense has been solid. It makes sense to continue backing Toronto until they give a reason not to. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Both of these teams have consistently been involved in high-scoring affairs this season. Entering the series, the over has hit in 45 of the Angels' 86 games. They average 4.31 runs per game while giving up 4.85, resulting in an average total of 9.16 runs per game. On the road, that number ticks up slightly to 9.26 combined runs per contest. The Blue Jays have seen the over hit in 49 of their games this year. Toronto ranks 10th in the majors in scoring with 4.61 runs per game, but that average explodes to an impressive 5.42 runs when they play at home in the Rogers Center. This offensive surge contributes to their home games averaging a total of 9.93 runs. With the Angels starter Kochanowicz struggling and the Blue Jays' powerful lineup hitting its stride at home, it's easy to see this game turning into a slugfest. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cincinnati Reds versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Cincinnati Reds, currently holding a 45-42 record, are in Philadelphia on Saturday afternoon hoping to snap a streak of losing road series. They face the 51-36 Phillies at Citizens Bank Park for the second matchup of a 3-game set. On paper, the Phillies seem like the clear favorites playing at home with their ace, Ranger Suarez, on the mound. Suarez has been phenomenal, boasting a 2 earned run average and a 1 WHIP, and has only given up 6 earned runs in his last 41.2 innings of work. However, Philadelphia has been inconsistent over the past few weeks and has lost 3 of Suarez's last 6 starts because their offense failed to provide any run support. The Reds, on the other hand, have been playing their best baseball recently. Their starter, Nick Lodolo, has been particularly sharp on the road, posting a 2.31 earned run average and holding opposing hitters to a .208 average in 46.2 innings away from home. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. Recent trends suggest a lower scoring game is likely. The Phillies have gone under the total in 4 of their last 5 contests, and the Reds have done the same in 2 of their last 4. Philadelphia's offense averages 4.59 runs per game on the season but has cooled off to just 4.33 runs over their last 3 games. They'll be facing a tough left-hander in Lodolo, who has only allowed a handful of runs over his last few starts. Meanwhile, the Reds' offense, which averages 4.64 runs per game, has been more productive lately, scoring 5.67 runs over their last 3 games. However, they have struggled against left-handed pitching all season, hitting just .219 as a team. They are up against Suarez, who has been almost untouchable at home, giving up just 1 earned run in his last 3 starts at Citizens Bank Park. With the underhitting in 3 of the last 5 meetings between these two clubs, another pitcher's duel seems to be in the cards. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus Washington Nationals. The Boston Red Sox and Washington Nationals are gearing up for their Saturday afternoon clash in the nation's capital, while Boston secured a decisive 11-2 victory in the series opener on Friday, where they dominated Washington with a 16-6 hit advantage. Their overall performance has been shaky. Since the departure of Rafael Devers, the Red Sox have had a tough time, especially on the road where they hold a poor 18-25 record. Their starting pitcher, Walker Buehler, is having a difficult debut season in Boston, marked by a high 6.45 earned run average and 1.58 WHIP over 67 innings. His struggles were particularly glaring in June, when his earned run average ballooned to 11.07 across 5 starts. Although the Nationals' offense isn't the most explosive, they possess young talent capable of capitalizing on Buehler's issues. For Washington, left-hander Mitchell Parker has been a dependable arm at home. If he can manage his control and keep walks to a minimum, he has a good chance of containing a Boston lineup that has been inconsistent since the Devers trade. Despite Friday's offensive explosion, Boston's unreliability makes the Nationals a compelling pick on their home turf. As our first pick for this matchup, the Washington Nationals money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the pitching matchup, both starters have been struggling mightily. Over his last 7 outings, Boston's Walker Buehler has a dismal 1-5 record with a sky-high 9.29 earned run average and a 2.03 WHIP. Washington's Mitchell Parker hasn't fared much better, going 1-5 with a 5 earned run average in his last 7 starts. Both offenses, however, are coming in hot. In their last 6 games, the Red Sox have been lighting up the scoreboard, averaging an impressive 8.5 runs per game, while the Nationals have put up a solid 5.5 runs per game themselves. Boston typically hits left-handed pitching well, and Parker's performance last month, where he posted a 4.6 earned run average over 6 starts, suggests the Sox will have their opportunities. After dropping 11 runs on Friday, Boston will be looking to keep that momentum going. Furthermore, Washington's bullpen is the worst in the league, which should create even more scoring chances. On the other side, it's hard to trust Buehler to shut anyone down, especially since he has given up 10 home runs in his last 7 starts. The Nationals should be able to do their part in pushing this game over the total. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.